Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold and the Beautiful News official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful, brace yourselves. We're about to dive headfirst into one of the most jaw-dropping, heart-pounding, and absolutely gut-wrenching moments in recent soap history. For decades, the Ridge-Taylor-Brooke triangle has been the emotional engine powering the CBS daytime juggernaut, but nothing could prepare viewers for what unfolded in the Forrester mansion this week. In a moment destined to go down in soap history, Taylor Hayes got on bended knee and proposed to Ridge Forrester, only to be met with a brutal, shocking, and outright disgusting rejection that's tearing through the fanbase like wildfire. Ridge didn't just say no. He obliterated her hope with 10 words that have fans reeling. Viewers have been lighting up social media since the episode aired, and the fallout from his vicious reply is already rippling through Los Angeles, and across the Forrester, Logan, and Hayes clans. This isn't just another bump in the road. This is the explosion that could destroy Taylor for good. And now, we're going to unpack every detail of what led to this shocking moment, what exactly Ridge said, how it connects to the return of Nick Marone, Brooke's mysterious silence, and a stunning secret about Hayes' paternity that's been buried for years. So sit back, buckle up, and grab your tissues. This is the bold and the beautiful bombshell you'll be talking about all summer. It all started innocently enough. Or so it seemed. Taylor had been growing closer to Ridge again ever since his breakup with Brooke during the chaos of Liam's medical crisis and Hope's whirlwind engagement to Carter Walton. Ridge, caught in a storm of emotional upheaval, began leaning on Taylor again, sharing coffee, walks along the beach, late-night talks in the Forrester kitchen. Fans could feel the romantic tension building once more. And after Taylor saved Steffi from a near mental breakdown, again, Ridge seemed more grateful than ever. But here's the twist. While Taylor thought she and Ridge were inching towards something lasting, perhaps even a reconciliation, Ridge was keeping a dark, uncomfortable truth hidden. Brooke Logan. Their feelings hadn't disappeared. In fact, Ridge had been secretly visiting Brooke late at night, confessing that he didn't know how to let go of the decades-long pull between them. Taylor, unaware, believed her moment had finally come. So she did the unthinkable. Taylor planned a proposal. It was set in the Forrester living room, beautifully staged by Steffi and Thomas, both of whom were unaware of Ridge's secret meetings with Brooke. Taylor wore a soft blue gown, the same shade as the ocean from the Malibu house where she first fell in love with Ridge. She gave a long, emotional speech, recalling their years of love, loss, and second chances. Ridge, she said with tears glistening in her eyes, we've loved each other through war zones and weddings. We've lost and regained hope more times than I can count. But I'm done waiting. I love you. And I want to spend the rest of my life proving it. Then she did it. Taylor Hayes got down on one knee and proposed. Silence fell. For 5 long, agonizing seconds. Then came the answer, and the 10 words that would devastate her and divide the fanbase forever. Ridge looked down at her, eyes blazing with a mix of confusion, horror, and guilt. Then he said it. I'd rather kiss Sheila than marry you right now. The gasp that echoed through the room was audible across the city. 10 words. 10 brutal, disgusting, unfathomable words. And the look on Taylor's face, her heart shattered into pieces on screen. Within seconds, Taylor's emotional wall came crashing down. The strength she had built, the calm she always tried to maintain as the dignified psychiatrist, evaporated. Her hands trembled. Her lips quivered. Thomas rushed to her side, glaring at Ridge like he was an enemy of the state. Steffi screamed, "What is wrong with you, Dad?" But Ridge didn't flinch. Because this moment wasn't just about Taylor. It was about the truth that had been eating him alive. And it's not just that he still loves Brooke. It's that he found out what Taylor's been hiding. That's right, Taylor Hayes has a secret. And Ridge found out just before the proposal. Flashbacks revealed that Ridge had visited Nick Marone days earlier. During the awkward reunion, Nick let something slip, a past affair he had with Taylor after Ridge and Brooke's last wedding. And guess what? Nick thinks Hayes might be his biological son. Ridge had just gotten a DNA test confirming he's not Hayes' biological father, minutes before Taylor's proposal. So while her proposal seemed like love to her, to Ridge it felt like betrayal. And that's why the Sheila insult came out. Meanwhile, Brooke is racked with guilt. Why? Because she knew the paternity secret and didn't tell Ridge. Why? Because she didn't want to destroy Taylor again. Or maybe, just maybe, she wanted Ridge all to herself. Either way, she watched from the shadows as Ridge eviscerated Taylor with 10 filthy words. And she didn't stop him. Not yet. The woman Ridge invoked, Sheila Carter, saw the whole moment play out on a secret camera she planted in Steffi's house. And she loved it. Why? Because Ridge just brought her name back into the Forrester drama, and now Sheila's plotting to make that twisted fantasy come true. She's coming for Ridge. And she's bringing chaos with her. Steffi confronts Brooke the next day in the Forrester Creations showroom. The gloves come off. You watched my mother get humiliated. You could have stopped him. Brooke's only response? I didn't put those words in his mouth. But maybe, it's what she needed to hear. That line sparks a slap heard around the world. Taylor checks herself into a private wellness retreat after a public panic attack outside Il Giardino. Fans watch her crumble in heartbreaking scenes, whispering Ridge's 10 words over and over again in her sleep. She even begins to hallucinate, seeing Ridge and Sheila in wedding attire. But Taylor doesn't stay down. Guided by her therapist mentor, she begins a slow climb back to mental and emotional strength. She even begins to fall for someone new, Jack Finnegan, Finn's father, who returns to LA as a consultant at Taylor's new clinic. Meanwhile, Ridge begins to regret his words, but not his decision. He realizes his heart still belongs to Brooke, but he's haunted by how deeply he hurt Taylor. In a drunken moment, he leaves her a voicemail saying, I didn't mean to be cruel. I just couldn't lie anymore. Too little, too late? As Ridge prepares to propose to Brooke at the beach house, Sheila sneaks into the shadows with a vial of sedative and a wedding dress in her car. And Taylor? She walks into the same beach house, holding a paternity file labeled Hazel Forrester, DNA results. Wait, Hazel? A second child Taylor secretly had? The screen fades to black. This isn't just soap drama. This is Bold and the Beautiful at its most unhinged, most emotional, and most unforgiving. The 10 words Ridge said will live in infamy. They didn't just end a relationship. They launched a war. Brooke, Taylor, Sheila, and a long-lost daughter are about to clash in ways no one expected. So what happens next? Will Ridge and Brooke finally find peace? Will Taylor's new child blow up the Forrester dynasty? And will Sheila Carter turn Ridge's nightmare into reality? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, June 23rd to July 4th, reveal that Brooke Logan will get a shock. As the week of June 23rd to 27th begins, Nick Marone will spot Taylor Hayes proposing to Ridge Forrester and will give Brooke updates soon after. Taylor's decision to offer up her own engagement ring and push Ridge toward remarriage will come as a surprise to him, too. Will Ridge accept the offer despite his reservations or pump the thickets? Anyhow, Ridge will have an explanation for Brooke when she corners him laterally. Brooke will eventually pry the verity out of Ridge, so he may admit he's trying to spare Taylor from a broken heart. Meanwhile, Sheila Sharp will reflect on Spencer's and how backstabbings are the norm for them. Bill Spencer formerly proposed to Sheila during all the FBI drama, so she knows a thing or two about that. Now it'll be Luna Nozawa's turn to get tricked by a Spencer. Spencer will work with John Finnegan and Steffi Forrester on a trap that could lead to Luna's downfall. BMB spoilers say Will's going to throw himself at Luna and pretend he's pining the excitement she brings to the table. Will's going to act like he resolved from boring Elektra because he wanted dangerous Luna, so she'll be all for it. Luna will make out with Will, but how long will it take her to pick up on his deception? This plot could lead to bad news if it sends Luna off the rails and leads to further crimes. Luna will feel the need to make an escape by the end of all this. Since Luna's about to go on the run, she could do commodity horrible and come a fugitive again. During the week of June 30th to July 4th, Carter Walton may go on with Steffi's wishes and try to move past what went down with Daphne Rose. Hope is no way going to be Daphne's biggest addict, but she might eventually agree to tolerate her. That's if Daphne can be talked into returning. Daphne turned down Steffi's request to come back to LA, but she'll know mistrustfulness face more pressure soon. Will Daphne eventually change her mind and return to help launch the new scent? Trouble could be brewing, especially if BNB's keeping suckers in the dark on a big twist. It's possible Daphne and Carter hooked up off screen, so no bone can rule out a secret gestation curveball. As for Brooke, she'll start to see the value in the love and fidelity Nick's offering her. Nick may invite Brooke on an Italy adventure in the coming occurrences, since she'll indeed end up on a trip with him by the end of July. Still, Ridge and Taylor are fated for a romantic split, so he'll come competition for Nick when it comes to winning back Brooke's heart. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say some instigative love triangle drama is ahead, so stay tuned. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Friday, June 20th, reveal that Taylor Hayes will pound over Nick Marone's recent visit to Brooke Logan and most likely see a golden occasion. Ridge Forrester obviously thinks Brooke needs to stay as far down from Nick as possible, but he denies that he's jealous. Taylor seems to have dubieties about that, but she'll still hope that Nick could keep Brooke busy and stop her from pursuing Ridge. With that in mind, it looks like Taylor will give Brooke a nudge back in Nick's direction. BNB suckers may see Taylor play matchmaker as she tries to push Brooke toward Nick and keep Ridge for herself. It's easy to imagine Taylor playing this up as Brooke's chance to move on with someone differently who means so important to her. Taylor may remind Brooke that Ridge has moved on too and suggest Nick came into her life at exactly the right time. Of course, Brooke picked up on Ridge's response after he walked by on her with Nick. It's clearly given Brooke some hope that Ridge's covetousness might be an index that he wants her back deep down. Brooke may raise that possibility to Taylor on Friday's occasion as well and protest off another round of conflict between them. Whatever the case, BNB spoilers say Brooke and Taylor will end up having a disagreement about Ridge as well as Nick. It sounds like Taylor's attempt to play Cupid will bomb, since Brooke will take Ridge's protectiveness as a sign that he still wants her. This is one case where Brooke is right, since we know Ridge will pursue her each over again by the end of July. Until also, let's talk about Daphne Rose, who rejected Steffi Forrester's attempt to get her back to Los Angeles. Will Daphne change her mind or stand her ground on this LA return? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Daphne will have a lot to suppose about, so stay tuned for updates on any big news she might advertise. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal John Finnegan keeps making pledge after pledge to cover Steffi Forrester and the kiddies. Luna Nozawa is the trouble who just won't quit, so Finn is determined to do whatever it takes to keep his family safe. Still, all of this could have been avoided if Finn had handled the situation else. Finn has formerly made his biggest Luna mistake, and it's a boob. That's going to blow up his happy family soon enough. It's not Finn's fault that Poppy Nozawa kept him in the dark on Luna's maternity. Finn presumably should have demanded a DNA test beforehand but we see Aunt really condemn him for trusting Poppy and believing her falsehoods. The real problem was what Finn did after he set up he was Luna's natural father. Rather of rushing to Luna and dishing the biopater news, Finn really should have kept his mouth shut. By discovering to Luna and connecting with her on such a deep emotional position, Finn doomed his family with Steffi, Hayes Finnegan, and Kelly Spencer for trouble. Luna was fixated on having a relationship with Finn from that veritably moment, and Finn's tearful grasp did end help matters. Since Finn formerly knew about Luna's horrible crimes, it was a bad idea to confess and open the door to further chaos. Some might defend Finn since Luna was on house arrest when he came clean, but she's the kind of girl who'll stop at nothing to get what she wants. Finn couldn't have anticipated Bill Spencer arranging Luna's amnesty, but he knew Luna excluded 2 men and abducted Steffi. Luna is a wild card who's able of anything, so Finn should have been more careful about what he revealed. That's especially true since Finn's concession was meaningless. Finn couldn't have a real father-son relationship with Luna, so he got her all hung up and rankled up for nothing. Luna would be conniving vengeance on Steffi and targeting Hayes right now if she was still in the dark on her maternity. Finn actually could have spared Luna some heartbreak if he'd just left her wondering about her biopater. And he clearly could have spared his family the fresh Luna fermentation that's brewing. Of course, also BNB could deliver this out-of-control Luna plot, so we get why it was a mistake Finn eventually had to make, at least from a jotting viewpoint. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Finn will pay the price for that boob. As Luna goes after Hayes and Steffi, so we'll bring you updates on all the drama. The proposal from hell, Taylor's 10-word disaster. As the week kicks off on June 23rd, Taylor Hayes does the unthinkable. After watching Brooke and Nick Marone grow close again, Taylor decides to take fate into her own hands. She pulls out a gleaming heirloom ring from her pocket, drops to one knee, and utters 10 words that chill Ridge to the bone. Speaking head, marry me, Ridge. Let's leave Brooke in the past. Nick Marone, lurking in the shadows at Il Giardino, catches the shocking moment. By sundown, he's racing to Brooke's mansion with updates. Brooke's reaction? Fury. Disbelief. Betrayal. She storms off to confront Ridge herself, and when she does, B&B history changes forever. Ridge's cowardly confession, I was just trying to spare her. When Brooke corners Ridge, he caves. He admits that he didn't say yes, but he didn't exactly say no either. Ridge explains he was trying to spare Taylor from another broken heart. Brooke demands, what about my heart, Ridge? This tense face-off will ignite the next chapter of the Brooke-Ridge-Taylor triangle, setting the stage for betrayal, manipulation, and heartbreak as the summer storyline explodes. Sheila's dark reflection, Spencer's betray everyone, even me. Elsewhere, Sheila Carter is plotting. Sitting alone with a glass of red at the bar, she reflects on her engagement to Bill Spencer during the FBI setup. She whispers. Drop of blood betrayal is in the Spencer blood, and now Luna will feel it. That's right, Will Spencer, with Finn and Steffi's approval, sets a trap for Luna Nozawa that will ruin everything. The Luna trap, Will's kiss of death. Will Spencer becomes a wolf in designer clothing. He pretends to dump Elektra, tells Luna he wants danger over dull, and sweeps her off her feet. He kisses her. She falls for it. But behind that smile? Lies. Deceit. Surveillance. It's a sting operation engineered by Steffi and Finn. Kissmark Luna makes out with Will, unaware that cameras are rolling and audio is hot. By the time she realizes it's a setup, it's too late. Luna unhinged, fugitive on the run. Once Luna learns the truth, she goes completely off the rails. Humiliated, heartbroken, and filled with rage, she escapes in the middle of the night. She may have poisoned Elektra's perfume line. She may have kidnapped Hayes. And she may be pregnant with Will Spencer's baby. Or worse. Finn's. Police car light as July 4th nears, Luna becomes the most wanted woman in Los Angeles, again. Hope and Carter, the truce, the temptation, the twist. Meanwhile, Carter Walton tries to bring peace between Hope Logan and her nemesis Daphne Rose. Hope wants no part of it. Daphne humiliated her. But Steffi insists, they need Daphne to relaunch the fragrance line. It's all business, or is it? Behind the scenes, rumors swirl, did Carter and Daphne hook up during her time in Europe? And if so, is Daphne pregnant with Carter's baby? Daphne returns, the contract, the curse, the craving. Daphne reappears at Forrester looking stunning, smug, and possibly glowing. She agrees to relaunch the perfume, but under one condition, she gets complete creative control. Hope explodes. Carter intervenes. Tension is unbearable. In private, Daphne whispers, Carter, you better tell her before I do. Or before she finds out another way. Exploding head is Hope about to learn that Carter's fiancé isn't the only one carrying his child? Brooke's new chapter, Nick's invitation to Italy. Back at Brooke's estate, Nick Marone makes a bold move. He invites Brooke on a luxurious yacht voyage along the Italian coast. He wants her to start over, and he wants her with him. Brooke hesitates until Taylor encourages her. Yes, Taylor Hayes encourages Brooke to date Nick just to get her out of Ridge's orbit. But Ridge isn't done. As Brooke prepares to leave, he shows up. "Stop sign, don't go," Ridge says. Not with him. The explosion, Ridge versus Nick, round 2. Jealousy erupts in front of the Forrester mansion. Ridge punches Nick. Brooke screams. Taylor looks satisfied, for now. But the embers of Ridge and Brooke's love start burning again, and by July's end, it could be Ridge versus Nick in a race to Brooke's heart. Finn's mistake that ruined everything. Flashback, Finn discovering Luna was his daughter. His mistake? Telling her. His bigger mistake? Hugging her and promising to protect her, even knowing she killed 2 men and kidnapped Steffi. This emotional bonding session twisted Luna's mind. It gave her false hope. It sparked obsession. If Finn had kept his mouth shut, none of this would be happening. Now, his family, Steffi, Hayes, Kelly, are all in danger. And he knows it. Stalked by Luna, the Hayes abduction nightmare. Hayes goes missing. Steffi finds a stuffed giraffe on the driveway. A text message arrives from an unknown number: "You took my dad. Now I'm taking yours." Steffi's scream echoes across the cliffside home as the credits roll. 4th of July explosion, who will survive? As fireworks light up the sky, Forrester Creations hosts a summer gala. But Luna crashes it in disguise. A drink is poisoned. Someone collapses. Hope discovers Daphne's pregnancy. Brooke kisses Nick, and Ridge sees. Taylor finds Luna hiding in her car with a syringe meant for Steffi. Collision boom. A summer of secrets, seduction, and sabotage. Carter may be a 2-time dad soon. Ridge may lose Brooke for good. Sheila may blackmail Steffi with Luna's secrets. Luna may be arrested, or vanish again. Daphne's baby may not be Carter's after all.